You're thinking about making the move to Los Angeles and you've keyed in on the San Fernando Valley.
Beautiful San Fernando Valley.
It's actually one of the largest regions in all of LA County, with over 2 million people and about 250 square miles. Now it is set up like a grid, so it is pretty easy to navigate through the entire San Fernando Valley, but now you've got to pick a specific neighborhood. What speaks to you? What makes more sense to your lifestyle? Well, in today's video, we're going to go over some of the more pedestrian-friendly neighborhoods in the San Fernando Valley. Now, what do I mean by pedestrian-friendly? Well, it's a neighborhood that's easily navigated, or it's a neighborhood that has pretty much all of its conveniences and entertainment, restaurants, and businesses centrally located in an area where if you did have a car, or you need a car, or you take an Uber, you can pretty much be dropped off and get anywhere you need in that one location. It's also a neighborhood that is friendly for bike riding, rollerblading, walking, and again, it's easy to navigate through the entire neighborhood, and it's a neighborhood where you don't necessarily have to leave to get to your conveniences and entertainment. So in today's video, we are going to go over the top 5 neighborhoods in the San Fernando Valley that provide a convenient lifestyle and that is pedestrian friendly. All right, this list is in no particular order, but first we are going to start off with Burbank, and that is on the eastern side of the San Fernando Valley, right at the foothills of the Verdugo Mountains. Now, Burbank is known to be the media capital of the world. It's also known to house the largest IKEA in North America. Why that's important, we'll get to in a minute. Now, Burbank is its own city, which is unique in the San Fernando Valley because most of the neighborhoods in the valley are just that. They're neighborhoods that are part of Los Angeles City. Now, Burbank is its own city, has its own government, runs its own transportation systems, runs its own utilities, and it's a city within LA County. So why is that important? Well, that's because they have more local control, and the residents of Burbank have more of a direct say of the community and the neighborhood that they live in. Now, Burbank is divided into kind of 2 sections. The eastern portion, which is east of the 5 freeway and at the foothills of the Verdugo Mountains, this contains the downtown area of Burbank. To the west is a little bit more of the flatlands that is west of the 5 freeway. Now, Burbank provides a great mix of urban and suburban living and really lends itself to convenience and is extremely pedestrian friendly. It has a lot of mixed use projects, meaning that you have retail on the bottom or some sort of commercial space on the bottom floor, first floor, and you have residential above that, or you have residential and retail kind of mixed within little pocket communities within Burbank. Now, this is what makes Burbank so pedestrian friendly, or one of the reasons it makes it so friendly is because you can live, work, and do your entertainment all within your own neighborhood, all within the neighborhood that you choose to live in Burbank. Now, most of Burbank is set up that way and continues to grow in that fashion because it has the support from its local government to provide more of that mixed use, more of the suburban-urban mix to make it more pedestrian friendly. Now, the city of Burbank has made getting around its city very convenient and very pedestrian friendly. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, they have bike lanes and bike paths pretty much on most of the streets that you can find in Burbank, and they're continuing to grow the paths to become even more friendly. They also have a great local bus system, a metro link. They also have the Amtrak station in the downtown area. Now, Burbank is also home to the Hollywood Burbank Airport, which is a huge asset for the San Fernando Valley area in general because it is a very convenient airport to get to, in and out easy. It's not like LAX at all. It's easy to get to, it's easy to get out of, it's easy to navigate the terminals, and they fly pretty much to most of the western portion of the United States and beyond, but if you're going to take international flights, you still have to go to LAX. As a reminder, I'm Dave Fine with the Real Estate Dads, a licensed real estate agent right here in Los Angeles, and I do tons of videos of what it's like to live, work, and play in Los Angeles and the surrounding neighborhoods. And so make sure you subscribe, tap the bell to get notified every time we drop a new video, hit the like button if you like what you see, comment below because we love hearing from our audience. And we get a lot of people reaching out to us worldwide thinking about relocating and moving to Los Angeles, and we absolutely love helping them. So if you are thinking about making the move to LA, make sure you reach out to us, send us a text, shoot us a phone call, send us an email, however which way you're comfortable, and we'll make sure we have your back when moving to LA. Now, as far as your entertainment, your shopping, your errands that you need to run for convenience stores, restaurants, you're going to find 3 main sections. And one of those areas is along San Fernando Boulevard, where you're going to find your pubs, your restaurants, a lot of your shopping, wine tasting rooms, exciting nightlife, and a lot of the restaurants have outdoor patios because, especially during the spring and summer of the San Fernando Valley, it does get hot and warm and you want to be outside, and it lends itself to really fine and fun dining in the evenings when you can just kind of sit out and relax and enjoy it 70, 75 degrees at 8 o'clock at night. Now, earlier I mentioned the largest IKEA in North America, which is housed in Burbank. And the reason why I mentioned that was important is because IKEA actually had a different location that was in a smaller facility that has now been turned into a mixed use kind of entertainment, shopping, live, work, play area. And IKEA moved to a much larger facility, giving its moniker of the largest in North America. So the city decided to not just make that commercial area, the old building, but do a mixed use for, again, making it very pedestrian friendly, where it's kind of a one-stop destination. You can drive there, walk there, bike there, however you get there. You can do everything you would want, from running your errands to having a nice relaxing meal to going to a movie, doing shopping, finding some other entertainment. It's all right there, and it's all easy and convenient. Now, there are two other main hubs, main shopping areas of Burbank, and that is the Burbank Empire Center and the Burbank Town Center. Now, both have a little bit of its unique feel, but they both provide convenience and entertainment, restaurants, shopping, and again, easy to navigate. Once you are there, you can spend the whole day there and do everything that you'd want to do, from things that you have to do, running your errands, getting your groceries, to fun things like movies, bars, pubs, and so forth. So Burbank has really made it nice and easy to get to your location and just kind of spend the whole entire day there. Because you have three main shopping areas and 3 points of interest in the Burbank area, no matter where you live in Burbank, you can easily get to. Now, whether you live right next to it or right within the community, if you're in the mixed-use communities, or if you're in the single-family homes a little adjacent to that, it's really easy to get to. Now, Burbank also gives you easy access to parks and hiking trails within the local mountains, which again, another convenience to living in Burbank. Some of these great areas are Latuna Canyon, and 2 of the more popular hiking areas would be the Wildwood Canyon Park and Johnny Carson Park. Both offer fantastic hiking trails from easy to moderate, give you some good views of the city, and again, it's very convenient to the city of Burbank, convenient to the housing in the city of Burbank. And of course, let's not forget why it's been called the media capital of the world, because there are tons of studios, from digital studios to television studios, movie studios, post-production studios, and of course, it is home to major studios like Disney, Warner Brothers, ABC, and more. So it is pretty convenient for people that are looking to live, work, and play right in the city, especially if you work in the entertainment industry. You literally have the studios right at your fingertips and all your other conveniences right in the city of Burbank. So Burbank, as you can see, is an extremely pedestrian-friendly city to live in the San Fernando Valley. Okay, for our next pedestrian-friendly neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley, we're going to head all the way west to the western portion of the valley, and that would be in Woodland Hills. Now, Woodland Hills has made great strides in becoming more pedestrian-friendly, especially in the last few years. Now, where Woodland Hills is situated is fairly unique and lends itself to be more pedestrian friendly, because it really is a neighborhood that runs along Topanga Canyon Boulevard and Ventura Boulevard. And if you've seen our other videos, you know Ventura Boulevard is one of the life's blood. It's the heart of the valley that runs east-west, basically from West Hills all the way to North Hollywood. And along Ventura Boulevard, you've got a lot of conveniences, restaurants, and entertainment, and there's no shortage of that in the Woodland Hills area. And because it connects to Topanga Canyon Boulevard, which is another major connection that actually could take you from the valley all the way to the beach, through the canyons, through the Santa Monica Mountains, Topanga Canyon Boulevard in Woodland Hills also has a wide variety of stores and shopping, restaurants, and entertainment as well. So it really makes it easy for wherever you live in the Woodland Hills area to come to those destinations, whether it's by car, foot, bike, however which way you get there, and just basically getting everything you need, having everything you want right in that location. Now, Woodland Hills also has 2 other prime locations, and that is the Westfield Mall / the Village, which is connected. It's an indoor portion of the mall area, and the Village is an outdoor shopping area. And over the last few years, it has really been built out. It's very convenient for pedestrian traffic. And again, once you're there, everything you need is there, from markets to shopping to entertainment, food, wine bars, pubs, donut shops, hair salons, Target. There's a Costco there. Everything you can imagine is right there, and it's super convenient to get around. They make it really easy. Now, in addition to that, you also have the Warner Center, which is a great mixed-use area that has mid-rise buildings for office space, as well as apartments and condos. So you really can live, work right in the same neighborhood. And actually, having a business hub in the neighborhood is fairly unique to the valley. There's only a few places that have it, including the first neighborhood that we talked about it in Burbank, this one in Warner Center in Woodland Hills, and there'll be another business center in Sherman Oaks, kind of in the middle of the valley along Ventura Boulevard. But going back to Woodland Hills, now the Warner Center is pretty much already built out, but there's more coming because recent news showed that Stan Kroenke, the owner of the Rams, bought up a good portion of the land adjacent to the current Warner Center, where they're going to house the Rams headquarters, as well as create this $1 billion mixed-use project that includes stores, shopping, entertainment, restaurants, pubs, bars, hotels, park space, and pedestrian-oriented open spaces. In addition, they're also going to be building residences in the forms of condos and apartments. So they are really creating a pedestrian-friendly space that's going to make it really easily accessible to people that live in the Woodland Hills area. And it just reinforces the live, work, and play atmosphere in a neighborhood that you would reside in. So again, making it extremely pedestrian friendly. Now, in addition to these shopping centers, as well as these entertainment centers and business centers, you also have easy access to some great outdoor space, including multiple parks like the Warner Center Park in Woodland Hills. You also have Pierce College, which is its own community, its own entity, where you can find a lot of conveniences there. And you also have hiking trails in the southern portion of Woodland Hills in the neighborhoods just south of Ventura Boulevard, where you have easy access to Corbin Canyon or Upper Las Virgenes Canyon. Now, a lot of these trails are really convenient to people that are actually living right in those hills area of Woodland Hills, but it's also easy access wherever you live in Woodland Hills. Okay, for our next neighborhood, we're going to travel back east through the San Fernando Valley along Ventura Boulevard, right where the 405 and 101 freeways meet. But before I get into Sherman Oaks, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to get notified, and comment below. We'd love to hear what you have to say about what you think of the videos and if you have any questions. So, Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks.
Why is it on our list of top pedestrian neighborhoods in the San Fernando Valley? Well, the main reason is because of Ventura Boulevard itself and how easy it is to access that street, that main heart, the lifeblood of Sherman Oaks and the valley itself. Sherman Oaks is one of those neighborhoods where you can easily complete errands and then go check out some of the trendy hotspots along Ventura Boulevard. Along Ventura Boulevard is where you're going to find some quirky independent shops, high-end boutiques, chic little restaurants, really cool cafes, gastropubs, bars. Oh, and you can find really cool specialty bookstores, vinyl record stores, and art galleries kind of peppered throughout Ventura Boulevard. Now, within Sherman Oaks, you also have a business hub. Much like Burbank and Woodland Hills, Sherman Oaks has that unique business hub within the community. Most neighborhoods within the San Fernando Valley don't have this. So this is another reason why it is added to the list of pedestrian-friendly neighborhoods, because you, again, can work, play, and live right in the residential neighborhood that you reside in. Now, the specific area I'm talking about along Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks is called the Village in Sherman Oaks. Now, this is where your kind of downtown of Sherman Oaks is, even though it doesn't really have a downtown. It's just along Ventura Boulevard. But this portion of Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks has your mid-rise buildings, your office centers, and it also is adjacent to the Sherman Oaks Galleria, where you're going to find plenty of shopping, restaurants, and a movie theater. Now, this part of Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks kind of gives you that Main Street feel, the Main Street USA feel that you don't necessarily find in many portions of Los Angeles or the San Fernando Valley itself. It's really a place you're going to find some eclectic shops, providing a really relaxed and kind of fun atmosphere in the Sherman Oaks area. All right there along Ventura Boulevard, and all right next to some of your conveniences, like some of your supermarkets like Whole Foods, also Rite Aid. So basically, again, making it really convenient for pedestrians. Once you're there at a location, you can go up and down the street, walk, bike, whatever you want to do, and just find everything that you want and not have to leave the area. Now, in addition to having this really pedestrian-friendly street in Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks, you also have some really pedestrian-friendly outdoor space areas. They have the Sherman Oaks Park and Rec Center, where you have all your sports complexes, a swimming pool, gym, outdoor park space, and again, like other portions of the valley along Ventura Boulevard, it does butt up against the Santa Monica Mountains and the Hollywood Hills area, where you have some really easy access to some local hiking trails like the Deervale Trail, Dixie Canyon, and Long Ridge Trail. All great local hiking spots, easy to moderate terrain, and some great views of the valley itself. So Sherman Oaks is really pedestrian friendly in that it offers a lot of convenience in one area. So once you're at that area, really easy to do everything that you want, from running your errands to finding entertainment for you or your family. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you would know that Sherman Oaks is just conveniently located in general in the San Fernando Valley because you ride at that cross section of the 405-101 freeway, so you can reach all parts of the west side, West LA area, the downtown LA area, downtown Los Angeles area, as well as other portions of the valley. I'm not saying that that's what makes it pedestrian friendly, but I am saying that it's an added bonus an added addition to why you may want to consider moving to the Sherman Oaks area in the San Fernando Valley. Okay, our next neighborhood on the list is Studio City. Now, Studio City is just east of Sherman Oaks, again along the Ventura Boulevard corridor, and is very similar to Sherman Oaks, except for the fact that it doesn't really have a business center, a business hub with mid-rise office buildings like Sherman Oaks. And I would say that Studio City is a little bit more eclectic, a little bit more artsy than Sherman Oaks has to offer. Where it does share similarities with Sherman Oaks is that it offers its community and the residents easy access to grocery stores, schools, metro centers, restaurants, and your shopping centers, your shopping district. So along the Ventura Boulevard in Studio City, you're going to find art galleries, art studios, eclectic shops, fine dining, and all of this, of course, is right in line and next to some of your conveniences, your grocery stores, your errands that you need to run, your supermarkets like Vaughn's, Ralph's Supermarket, Trader Joe's. And if you're not sure what Trader Joe's is, I highly recommend you look it up because it's a really cool grocery store that has really fun items along with your more standard grocery items. And of course, when you're done with your day-to-day activities, your daily entertainment, they have a wide range of really cool pubs and bars along Ventura Boulevard where you can find anything from jazz music to club music, places where you just lounge around and kind of hang out with friends. In addition to the main sections of Ventura Boulevard, you also have a place called Tujunga Village, which is right off of Vineland, where you're going to find more of a Main Street USA, kind of like Sherman Oaks, but a little bit on the smaller end, or they have places like Aroma Cafe and Village Cheese and Wine, really cool local spots in the Studio City area. Now, in addition to the pedestrian-friendly convenience of shopping and entertainment, it also provides a large array of hiking trails, just like in Sherman Oaks along the backside of the Woodland Hills, where you're going to find hiking trails like Fryman Canyon and Coldwater Canyon, where they have the amphitheater. Now, these are all great reasons why Studio City is so pedestrian-friendly. It also has other conveniences because it does have easy access to get over the hill into the west side or into the Hollywood area when accessing Laurel Canyon or Coldwater Canyon. Okay, this brings us to our last pedestrian-friendly neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley, and that is Encino.
No, I grew up in Encino.
Now, Encino is located just to the west of Sherman Oaks on the other side of the 405 freeway, right where the 405 and 101 meet. And Encino, like Sherman Oaks, like Studio City, and like portions of Woodland Hills, does run along the Ventura Boulevard corridor, which is also the hub of Encino, and also a good combination of kind of work and play in the same neighborhood. Now, its business center isn't necessarily as large as the one in Woodland Hills at the Warner Center, and maybe not be as popular as Sherman Oaks, but it does have some mid-rise office buildings all along Ventura Boulevard within Encino. So there's not like one area, one district, business district in Encino. It's kind of all along the boulevard. And of course, speaking of Ventura Boulevard, this is where I will say that this is where you're going to find all of your convenient shopping for grocery stores like Amazon Fresh, Ralph's Supermarket, and Vaughn's, places like Target, Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS, all right there along Ventura Boulevard, as well as some really cool mom and pop shops that are eclectic and unique to the Encino neighborhood with some great restaurants. And in Encino, you can find a worldly dining experience. And what I mean is you can pretty much find foods from across the world right there on Ventura Boulevard or close to Ventura Boulevard right within the Encino neighborhood. Now, Sherman Oaks, Studio City, Woodland Hills, they all provide some great dining, but not as culturally diverse as Encino. Now, Encino may lack the bike paths like Burbank would have, but it does provide that pedestrian-friendly atmosphere because, again, once you're at Ventura Boulevard, you really don't need a car to access any of the conveniences. You can easily get around without a car when you're along that corridor. Where they do have bike paths and where something is unique to Encino is the Lake Balboa Park and Sepulveda Sports Complex and Wildlife Reserve. Now, some of this is in Encino, some of it's in Lake Balboa, some of it's in Van Nuys because it's this massive, huge urban park right in the middle of the neighborhood that has its own man-made lake where you can do some paddle boats in the shape of swans. You can go fishing, although I don't recommend fishing in that lake. They've got RC boat racing there. Big open park space with great old growth trees, some new growth trees. They have a bike path, a running path. They've got a little bit of a trail system in there. There's also a huge nature reserve where flocks and flocks of various types of birds come there and gather there. It's actually quite a unique experience to see that many different types of birds right there smack in the middle of the San Fernando Valley. And you also have a huge sports complex with multiple baseball fields, soccer fields, tennis courts, swimming pool, basketball courts, both indoor and outdoor. You've got plenty of playgrounds for the kids to enjoy. Overall, it's a great outdoor, convenient space for the Encino residents where you can easily get around as a pedestrian. And in fact, if you live in one portion of Encino Village, you have direct access. You can walk, the neighborhood opens right into the park space, which makes it pretty cool. Now, in addition to having this really cool pedestrian-friendly large park system right there in Encino and in Encino adjacent, you also have some really convenient hiking trails along the Santa Monica Mountains. One of my favorite trails is the Upper Canyonback Trail, and I also like the Caballero Canyon, although technically in Tarzan it's right there on the border of Tarzan and Encino, but easily accessible for Encino residents. So these are all reasons why Encino is a very pedestrian-friendly neighborhood. Again, maybe not so much because you can bike everywhere. Again, because Encino provides this center, this epicenter in its community where you can just find everything you need from conveniences to entertainment, right? All in the same neighborhood that you live in. So if you are thinking about moving to the San Fernando Valley region of Los Angeles and you're looking for more of a pedestrian-friendly atmosphere, pedestrian-friendly neighborhoods, I think these 5 neighborhoods would certainly meet your needs. So if you are thinking about relocating to the Los Angeles area, the San Fernando Valley area, make sure you reach out to us, phone number, email, or text. My team and I will certainly help you with your relocation and finding the neighborhood that makes the most sense for you and your lifestyle. Make sure you subscribe, tap the bell to get notified for new videos, hit the like button if you like what you saw. Also, comment below. Love to hear what your thoughts are. Till the next one, we'll see you later.